welcome back. Happy New Year. I'm really excited to be here with you today. Today I'm going to focus a practice integrating Asian medicine principles with yoga. Now it's all the same, one and the same, they just have different languages. As you may or may not know, I do have a master's in traditional Chinese medicine. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, but yoga has always been my first love. Well, actually Ayurveda and yoga have been my first love and what led me to Chinese medicine. I can't help but integrate the two, and I'm really excited to be integrating and sharing more of the wisdom of both Ayurveda and Chinese medicine in these yoga practices. If you are new to yoga, it might seem a little heady and it might be a little too much for you. I understand. Focus on the postures themselves. Keep your awareness on the breath. For the yoga teachers watching this, mostly my main audience at this point, I really want you to, I would really like to invite you to stay focused on the foundation. It is winter time. I just had the heat blasting for the last hour, so it's nice and warm. Otherwise, if I'm in a cold area, I highly recommend you keep your studio, your class quite warm during the winter. Not hot yoga, but you want to be warm. You want to feel nice, like when you take your clothes off, you're not feeling a chill. It's a nice temperature. But today, so for the winter, you want to stay warm. You want to nourish the vital energy of your body. In Chinese medicine, in Ayurveda, that area is the lower area, which also correlates with the sacral chakra and the water element. Same with Chinese medicine. There are two specific points in the lower back called Mingmen. I'll kind of point to it here. Right underneath the second lumbar vertebra, and then a point right here above the pelvic bone, about 4 fingers up, right down the midline of your body. That's Ren for Guanyuan, or gate of the original Qi. Those 2 points represent the primordial, the deepest essence of yin and yang in your body. The yang on the back, the yin on the front. To not get too far into the geeking out of Chinese medicine, in today's practice, we're really going to work on stirring the waters, especially through the holidays in the winter. It can feel really easy to just stop. And part of that we want the stillness, we want the reflection of the winter, but we don't want to turn it into like solid no movement, because we're human and we're part of nature and we also need to move. So this practice is going to gently stir. You'll notice there's a lot of flexion and extension of the spine, but I hope what we can do is really nourish the kidney energy, both the yin and yang aspects of it, and from there move into a nice deep relaxation and a meditative state. So today, I don't think you're going to need many props. You may want to have 2 blocks and a bolster if you prefer to do a reclined version of Supta Baddha Konasana, but that's for later. So go ahead and get on your mat and let's begin. If you prefer to sit with your, if it feels better on your back, your neck, to sit on a pillow, please do so. Otherwise, come into a easy cross-legged position. And we're just going to take a moment to close the eyes, placing your hands on your thighs. Turn your attention inward. Bring your awareness to your breath. And immediately begin to draw the breath into the lower abdomen, the dantian region. And besides bringing your breath downward, I also want you to feel an aspect of your breath in the lower back. Maybe even feeling the lower ribs open up to each side of the room on the in-breath, and as you exhale, you're gently hugging everything back to center. Sit nice and tall, lift the heart, roll the shoulders down and back. As you begin to bring the breath downward, you might notice after a little bit that all of a sudden the midsection of the body naturally opens a little more for a deeper breath. Just follow the breath. The body reveals everything. The body is so wise. So for the next practice, you become the observer, just watching the breath, watching the body. Beautiful. Bringing your hands to your heart center, taking a moment to set an intention or reaffirm an intention you are working with within the new year. Bring a gentle smile to your face as you reaffirm your intention. And then either silently or out loud, invoking your practice, connecting yourself with all things with the sound of Om. Inhaling. Beautiful. I want you to go ahead and bring your hands to your knees, and we're going to slowly begin to do a seated cowing cat. So on the in-breath, shoulders down, heart lifts, gentle lift of the gaze, and then exhale round. I'll turn to the side so you can see this. Inhaling, and then exhaling. Inhaling, and exhaling. I want you to bring your hands to your lower back now, to your hip bones down here, your sacrum. And I want the movement to begin there. So inhale, allow the sacrum to move back towards the back of your mat. And then exhale, round it forward. Allow the rest of the spine to follow. So you're creating a wave with your breath and your spine, allowing the movement to initiate from the sacrum. Inhale. And exhale. Switch the legs, the other leg forward, and again, inhale, allow the movement to begin in the sacrum, and then exhale, round forward. And notice when we extend the spine, when we move forward, you're closing the gate of fire here, opening it up in the front, and then when you exhale, you're opening the back, closing the front, just massaging those 2 points. Adding the breath, that mindful deep breath to restore and refill your prana and chi. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to move side to side. So like seaweed, winter is the time of water and the water element. So I want you to think of seaweed flowing in the water and moving side to side laterally for a second. I like to start with my hands down so that I don't add any aggravation to the neck or shoulders. But whatever naturally feels best for you, just flowing side to side. And again, bring your awareness down into the pelvic bowl and allow the side to side motion begin in the sit bones, that bony part of your bottom. As you press into the left, the upper body can move to the right. Press into the right sit bone, you can move to the left. Beautiful. And then come to center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And right hand to the floor, bringing it up and over. You know, I'll mirror you today. So your left hand to the floor, up and over. Inhale, reach up. Right hand to the floor as you reach up and over to the left. One breath every movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And this time we'll hold. Hold with your left hand towards the floor. And you might reach for a block if it's difficult to reach for the floor. You just want to draw the shoulders away from the ear and lift the chest. Reach through the fingers, especially the tips of the fingers. Palm rotated down. Find a sweet spot for your neck and breathe into the left side of the body. Into the right side, I'm sorry, I'm mirroring you, right side of your body. And then inhale, come back up, we'll switch sides. Use the block if you need to. Anchor the hips. And you're trying, there's variations of this. For today, I would like for you to round your rib cage out to the side like you're trying to make a half rainbow up and over. Extend through the fingertips. Find a sweet spot for your neck so it doesn't feel strained. And breathe. Breathe into the lowest part of your hips. If it's challenging, just find breath wherever you can find it. In your body, in your ribs. Slow breath in through the nose, slow breath out. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale the hands back to heart. We're going to do just a simple, another watery motion. Right and left twist. This really helps to stimulate. Well, most of the action of twisting comes right there at T12, the lower part of the thoracic spine. When we twist, we compress a little into the kidney area and the adrenals. So we're not going to do this long. We're just kind of waking up everything. And then again, hold as you twist to the left. I actually prefer, rather than crossing the body, especially at the beginning of practice, keeping your right hand on your knee, and then you can twist. It's a very gentle twist. Keeping your heart open, collarbones wide, breathing into your lower back. Just because you're breathing into the lower back, you want to keep this lower abdominal area firm. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, twist to your right. Bringing your left hand to your left knee, keeping the collarbones open. Breathe into your lower back. Breathe into this lower area of your body. And inhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Now, before we go to standing, I want to show you a point on your foot. At the bottom of your foot is this really magical point. It's the beginning of the kidney channel begins here at the bottom of the pinky, but the first major point is right here between the big toe and second toe. If you can see mine, there's probably even a dark little shadow there. That's kidney 1, a really important part. And I really love to share this point in yoga practice, because if we focus on this area, pressing it firmly into the earth, you will naturally distribute the weight in your feet to the, as you learned in your yoga teacher trainings, or you've heard your teacher say many times, distribute, to the 4 points of the foot, or 3, depending on your teacher. But here, the kidney 1 point, and go ahead and find it for yourself. Curl your toes. There's a little divot there. It's not on the bone, it's right off the bone. You can massage it. It's really good. It helps to really calm the mind, especially with anxiety. This time of the year, that is very common. So you can massage that. But today what we're going to do is focus on pressing that kidney 1 into the floor, which will evenly distribute the weight on your feet. So go ahead. I want you to come to all fours. We're going to keep slowly opening up this Mingmen fire, this gate of life and gate of chi area. So coming to all fours, inhale, arch the back, breathe in, and exhale, round, chin to heart. I want the movement to initiate here from the sacrum. Inhale, lift. Begin to round at the sacrum first, the tailbone first. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now adding, if your wrist hurt, feel free to come into fist. We're going to add child's pose as you exhale, rounding the back, sitting back on your heels. And really, I want you to feel an opening right here in the lower back. So really mindfully sit back. Inhale, come back up. Still drawing the belly in, and exhale, round, slowly, slowly, slow down the breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round. As you exhale, draw the belly button to the spine, pressing the air out. And one more time. Beautiful. Go ahead and walk your upper body over to your right. Okay, so you're still sitting back on the heels. You might even take your hips out to the left, but your upper body over to the right. Press the left hand firmly into the floor. And really breathe, opening up through this left side of the body. Breathe mindfully and deeply into your body. One more deep, full breath. Deepest breath you've taken today. And then slowly walk it over to the other side. The hips might move back to the right a little. And now you're breathing into the right side of your body. Deepest breath you've taken on this side. And inhale, come back to center. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and come up to your feet, slowly coming up. And again, that kidney 1 point, I want you to find it now. You can support yourself here if you need to, or just find that kidney 1 point. You can explore it with your toes for a bit, spreading them wide. Feel kidney 1. It's almost going to feel like a little suction cup there. And notice how the rest of the weight of the feet are distributed. If you're too far forward, you're going to be on the bone, the metacarpal phalangeal joint there. You don't necessarily want that, okay? You're not on the bone, you're on that point, so the whole point feels like a suction just lifting up. So press through there, and then inhale, rise with a flat back. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale into a forward fold. You can bend the knees deeply here. Inhale. We're going to arch the back as if we're doing cow pose. And again, lead with the sacrum here. Tuck the tailbone and come into a rounded position. Let the head and neck be long, shoulders away from ears. Again, inhale into your standing cow. And exhale, round. Root through kidney 1. Evenly distribute. Root to rise, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Moving a little faster now. Inhale, reach up. Root through kidney 1 on both feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Press through the feet. Rise, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round of standing cat and cow. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round the tailbone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Root to rise, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to move through a modified classical sun salutation, but I want you to keep your focus right here through kidney 1. So even though the breath is moving here, the body is moving, if you can, keep your attention there at kidney 1. Okay? Your belly's drawn in, deep breath into the lower back area, lower abdomen area. Come back to your intention, come back to your breath. Sink your awareness into kidney 1. Both feet evenly distributed weight. Inhale, reach up. Keep your awareness in the bottom of the feet as you fold forward. Forward fold. Inhale. Bend the knees enough to grab the toes, either with your 2 peace fingers, or I've been gripping recently. Reach your heart forward. Lengthen through the neck. Okay, you're not kinking the neck. I'm reaching it forward. Shoulders back away from the ears. And then exhale, release. Plant the hands. Right foot steps back. Low lunge. Anchor through your forward kidney 1 to rise. Inhale. And reaching up is not accessible for you today. Go ahead and keep your hands on the block or your fingers here. I want you to breathe deeply. And then exhale, back to down dog. Step the right foot forward. Immediately plant into your kidney 1, lower the back knee. From that rooted position in the front foot, inhale, rise. Place the hands back down, down dog. Left foot forward again. Press through the foot, either low lunge or high lunge this time. Inhale, rise. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths though. Really focus on pressing through that kidney 1 point. That's your anchor. Soften the face, calm mind, deep breath. Building heat from the inside. Beautiful. Bring your hands down, step back, down dog. If you prefer child's pose, go for it. We're bringing our right foot forward. Immediately anchor through your kidney 1, either low lunge or high lunge. Inhale, coming up. Find a position for your arms that best suits your neck. So bringing your arms overhead is really pinching or tightening any muscles here. Bring your arms out to the side, maybe even down. But I want you to be active through your fingertips. Again, focus on kidney 1 area. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. Step back, down dog. And bend the knees firmly or deeply for this one. Trying to lengthen the spine, decompression, some inversion here. While you're upside down, go ahead and stick your tongue out. The kidney channel, its most proximal or the most, the other end ends at the base of the tongue. So stick it out, massage it. Beautiful. Inhale, come forward into plank. And we're just gonna knees, chest, chin, or if you prefer chaturanga, lower to the floor. Untuck the toes. I want you to make your legs really strong. You're gonna bring your hands to the side. We're gonna do 3 dynamic and then hold baby cobras. Inhale, rise. As you rise, tuck your tailbone towards your feet. And exhale back down. Again, keeping your legs strong. Tuck your tailbone as you rise. And exhale back down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Shoulders away from the ears, squeezing the upper back muscles. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, rise. And we're going to hold. If this is too intense for you, you can go ahead and bring your forearms to the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. But again, the front side of the body is pressing right there into the lower Ren 4 pose or point, acupressure point. The back extension is clearly compressing in a beautiful way, stimulating the Du4 point on the back of the body. And slowly lower. Take a moment, just rest the forehead on the floor. If you like, bring your feet together, hands overhead. Prostration pose. And while you're here, take another deep breath. See if you can feel your breath into the lower back ribs. And slowly press yourself back up. Child's pose, make your way to down dog. Slowly look forward, walk your feet forward or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale. Again, grab your toes, either with your peace fingers or literally grip your toes with your fingers. Reach your heart forward towards the top of your mat. Back of the neck is long. You feel a nice opening here through the shoulder blades and the lats as you draw your elbows towards the back of your mat. And then exhale into a forward fold. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Heart reaches towards the top of the mat. And then exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. Let the neck be loose. Again, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring your feet hip width apart. So you might know what that is for you, or 2 fists at the base of your big toes. Go ahead and keep the traction of your knees right over your ankles and coming into a modified chair pose, hands on your thighs. If you're wanting to really build heat, you'll bring your arms forward or overhead. But we're going to hold here. If your hands are on your thighs, roll the shoulders back, heart lifts. Hold here for 3 breaths. Again, building the heat from the inside out, making the muscles work. Stirring up the water just a little, but in a way that's nourishing so that it doesn't get stale. 1 more breath. Press through kidney 1 as you reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to come back into the chair pose. So sit back. And this time moving into a twist. So right hand on your thigh, allow the left hand to open up. So press evenly through both feet, twisting the heart open. And exhale, left hand comes down, hold the top of your thigh. Inhale, right arm opens up. And exhale that hand down. Sit back, 1 more deep breath. Root to rise, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come back to your center. Beautiful. If malasana or a mama squat is not part of your practice, it's not good for your knees, or you have hemorrhoids or any condition that would exacerbate, please go ahead and just come into a zazen position at this time, like this. Otherwise, you're going to bring your feet a little wider than your hips, turn them out, and begin squatting towards the earth. Now keep in mind, you may have to adjust the feet width. You may not come all the way down as far as I am. I've been doing this for a while. And also just the anatomy that I was born with gives me a little more flexibility in this pose in my feet and my ankles. Some people will never be able to put their heels down and they may look like this, and that is beautiful and fine. It's actually, for me, more challenging to do this than to have my heels down. So find the pose that you can work with today. And I want you to draw in and up from the lowest part of your perineum all the way up into your heart. Shoulders draw down and back as your heart lifts, and breathe. So using those standing poses to move the water of our body just a little. And now we want to concentrate the energy back to our lower abdominal area and our lower back. So as you breathe in, I want you to visualize your breath coming into the lower dantian, the lower abdominal area, both on the front and back side of your body. And then slowly come into a seated pose. Bring your feet together. If you're in zazen position, go ahead and join us in a seated position. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Now I'm going to turn around so that you can see what I'm doing on the back side here. What we're going to do is we're going to take light fists, like you're holding onto a pom-pom. And I use actually the palm side of my hand. Some people use the thumb side, but you're going to lightly tap the lower back and kidney area as you breathe into your back. And you might actually notice some heat or some flushing. That's okay. You don't want to be hitting so hard that it's happening all the time, but you might notice that your body warms up a little. Beautiful. Go ahead and cross your ankles, come to all fours. We're going to be doing Cat and cow again, but adding the sound of kind of like, it's almost like C-H-O-O-O-O, but it has more of a sound to it than a ch. This sound helps to clear any stagnant energy from the kidneys and adrenals. So it'll look like this. Inhale. Inhale, come back, arch the back. Go ahead and join me. Inhale. You're going to do 5 of these. And imagine any stagnant energy or fear leaving the kidneys as you exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And then just rest in child's pose. Whatever's most comfortable for you, bring your hands down by your ankles. And you're going to take a few deep breaths into your lower back again, into the low back ribs. I learned it as back breathing, but I've heard others use other names. Just try to feel your breath in your ribs and your lower back. Slowly come back up. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, so feet together, knees apart, sit nice and tall. While you're here, you can take this opportunity to massage the kidney 1 point that I shared with you before. As you breathe into your lower feet, breathe into the lower abdomen and lower back area. And the next exhale, go ahead and allow yourself to fold forward. Your body will tell you when to stop. Creating length in the back of your neck, so no need to look up. Just gently hinge forward till your body tells you to stop. And then hold and breathe. Send your breath to your lower back. Concentrate the prana. Concentrate your breath into your lower back, into your kidneys, into your reproductive organs. And then slowly, slowly come back up. Go ahead and keep your left foot in. Draw your right foot out. And we're going to do a little twist here. So arms out to the side. And then turn your chest so that your arms are in the same line as your right leg. And you're slowly going to reach up with the left arm. You can brace yourself here on the leg with your right arm. I'm going to ask for you, there's many ways to do this pose, and a lot of people reach for that toe to get that arch, but today I'd like for you to actually take your hand and support the occiput, the back of your head, and from there, reach the elbow up towards the sky. Again, still breathing into your lower body. If it's accessible for you, you can bring the forearm to the inner thigh or inner leg. Really breathe into the body. It doesn't matter how far you go. It's about your intention and your breath. Your body will do exactly what it needs to with that prana that you're breathing in mindfully. And then inhale, slowly come up. Go ahead and take a moment to just notice that pose in your body. And switching legs. So right leg in, left leg out. Again, turn your upper body so that your arms, your shoulders are in the same plane as your leg. And then reaching your right arm straight up. You can hold here, anchoring your hips back to the floor. If you'd like to go a little further, place your hand at the back of your occiput. I'm cupping the back of my head and then reaching up, reaching my elbow up towards the sky. And breathe into the right side, breathe into your lower abdomen. If it's accessible, go ahead and take it 2 more breaths to a different experience, a different form. And then slowly, slowly release. Oh yeah, nice deep breath in and exhale out. So we're gonna come onto our bellies now, and we're gonna do a modified frog pose. So go ahead and come onto your belly. If you prefer to do frog pose with both legs out, you know what that is, go for it. I'm gonna show you a half frog pose. So on your belly, your knees about same level as your hip, and your foot, your ankles underneath your knee. And go ahead and bring your forehead to the floor. Take a few breaths, just allowing this hip to melt a bit. You're still breathing into your lower back. Staying here or bringing your elbows underneath you like Sphinx pose. This targets more of the kidney area on the right side, so grabbing the opposite elbows, the right distance for you. Pushing your forearms and palms into the floor, shoulders away from the ears. And you're drawing your shoulder blades back. You're drawing your shoulders towards the back of your mat, towards your feet. Still breathing into your lower back. Nice calm breath, calm face. And slowly lower. If you're in frog pose, go ahead and come into child's pose. If you're in half frog, go ahead, you're just gonna bring your foot back in, gently draw the knee back down. And take a moment and just notice the sensation in the back right side of your body and the left side of your body. And then we'll do it on the other side. So drawing the left knee out to about hip level, ankle underneath your knee, okay? You're attempting to rotate so that your belly button can come back towards the floor. Now I understand, the first time I ever did this pose, I think it looked something like this. So I understand. You're gonna wanna put blankets and pillows underneath your hips and lower abdomen area to support yourself. If you're in child's pose, come back into frog pose. If you did frog pose the first time, go ahead and come into it a second time. And staying here, or the option again would be to come into your Sphinx arms or forearms on the floor, drawing shoulders away from the ears and then towards the back of the mat. Nice calm face, deep breath. And then slowly lower. And go ahead and bring your knee back in. Just rest. And then we're gonna slowly turn over onto your back for bridge pose. So move any ponytails that are in the way that prevent you from finding your sweet spot on the back of your head. Feet in so that you can tickle the backs of your feet or close to it if you can, okay? And we're gonna dynamically move here. So press through kidney 1 on both feet. Inhale to rise. Bring your arms up and overhead. And exhale back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale back down. So if you find that when you're on the ground like this, your chin is sticking straight up, go ahead and support your head with a blanket. And this next time we're gonna hold. So we're gonna inhale, hold the arms overhead. Press through kidney 1 on both feet. Gently press the back of the head into the floor, very gently. If you're familiar with Mula Bandha, go ahead and gently engage if it's not already engaged. And then we're going to slowly come back down. Hold here for a breath or two. Again, concentrating the prana, the chi, the focus into the lower dantian, both on the front and back side. Now, if it is accessible for you, go ahead and bring the big toes together. You're going to open into reclined Baddha Konasana before we move into Shavasana. If this is not accessible for you, you're going to roll to one side, come up, and this is where you can use your blocks. I'm using my Zafu pillow today. You'll see how I can use this. If you have a traditional yoga bolster, go ahead and get it set up. Okay. Just feels a little nicer on my back than a block. So it's gonna support the top of my sacrum, the mid back, and then this back block is supporting my head. Arms out to the side. And again, I want you to calm the mind, relax the muscles in the face, and imagine the breath traveling all the way down into this lower area. Stay with your breath. One more deep, full breath. In for the count of 3. Then out through the mouth. Go ahead and gently draw your knees together. Go ahead, move any props or pillows off to the side. If you're on your back, go ahead and draw your knees towards your chest. Everyone is going to give themselves a nice big hug, a well-deserved hug, rolling left and right. Coming into a gentle spinal twist, knees together. Bring your legs up and over to the left. You can support your legs with bolsters or blankets underneath the knees if they don't reach the floor. If it feels okay with your neck, look towards the right. Look away from your legs. You can explore other variations that are already in your practice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, up and over to the other side. It's okay with your neck looking away from your legs. You're still drawing your breath down into the lower part of your body. This time, allow your breath to travel down your spine. Visualize your breath traveling down the spine on the in-breath. And slowly traveling up on the out-breath. Taking any variations on this side that you may have done on the other. And then slowly coming back to center. Coming into your Shavasana, go ahead and allow each leg to open up to each corner of the mat. Legs wider than your hips. Arms out away from the body, palms up if that feels best. Find that sweet spot on the back of your head. Close the eyes. You might take a blanket to keep yourself warm, especially your toes. Soften through the face. And moving with the sound of my voice to the different areas of your body. Seeing a point of light or feeling relaxation in that part of your body. Starting with the right palm. See a point of light or feel relaxation in the palm of your right hand. The right thumb, right pointer finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky. Bring your awareness into the right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, and right armpit. Feel the entire right arm become light and relaxed. Bring your awareness into the right rib cage, right waistline, right hip, right glute. Feel the genitals relax on the right side. Bring your awareness into the right knee, the right ankle, top of your right foot, bottom of your right foot, the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and right fifth toe. Feel the entire right side of your body filled with light and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the left palm, your left thumb, left pointer finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky. Bring your awareness to your left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and left armpit. Feel the entire left arm become light and relaxed. Bring your awareness into the left rib cage, the left waist, the left hip, the left buttocks, and the left side of your genitals become relaxed. Bring your awareness into your left knee, left ankle, top of your left foot, and bottom of your left foot. Bring your awareness to the big left toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and left pinky toe. Feel the entire left side of your body become deeply relaxed and full of light. Feel the left and right side of the body as one, full of light and relaxed. Bring your awareness to your throat, See a point of light at your throat, your chin, your lower lip, and your upper lip, the base of your tongue, and the tip of your tongue. See a point of light in your right cheek and right temple, your left cheek and left temple. Bring a point of light to the nose and the tip of your nose. Bring your awareness to the eyeball on the right side and the eyelid on the right side. The left eyeball and the left eyelids. Bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows, the forehead, and the crown of the head, the top of your head. Feel the entire face and the mind full of light and relaxed. As you lie here, imagine the crown of your head is connected with a ball of divine, radiant, healing light about 6 or 8 inches above the crown of your head. That light is pure, it is whole, and it wants to fill you. It wants to restore the chi that you've used all year long. Allow the crown of your head to open so this light can pour through you, traveling down your spine, through your organs, and refilling the lowest part, the kidneys, the adrenals, the reproductive organs. As you lie there, just see, feel, or imagine this beautiful, clear, pristine light filling from the crown of your head all the way down into the lowest part of your body. Feel free to lie here as long as your time allows, allowing this light to fill you and feeling this divine light from the inside out. Everyone else, slowly begin to move your toes and fingers. Draw one knee up towards the chest and the other. Roll to one side and support your head with your hands or your upper arm. And then slowly pressing yourself up into a seated meditative pose. As much as you can, allowing the stillness and the recentering of your practice to remain both within your body and around your body in your space for as long as the day will allow. As As you come back to the first pose we began this practice with, I want you to just notice how you feel now versus when you started. Remembering you did that work. And it is accessible to you, this feeling of calm, of centered, of full. It's always within you. We just often get in our own way. May you take this practice off the mat and into your world today, sharing your light with others in the best way that suits you. From my heart to yours, aloha and namaste.